All right. White Awareness. Handbook for Anti-Racism Training by Judy Katz. We're going to be looking at this today. We're going to be looking at one particular exercise in this book. This book is filled with exercises for anti-racism training, in particular for whites. This book was published way back in 1978 by the University of Oklahoma, and the first edition was 79. The second printing was in 79. I don't know how old this book is particularly, if it's from the 70s, but we're going to be looking at what this person, Judy Katz, calls the Dove Counterbalance Test. Now, if you type in Dove Counterbalance Test into Google, you're going to get something completely different. You're going to get a test called the Chitling test. That's right, the Chitling test. The Chitling test was first published in Jet magazine on February 9th, 1967, and it was designed to demonstrate differences in understanding culture between races, specifically between African Americans and whites. There have been no studies demonstrating whether the Chitling test has validity in determining how streetwise someone is, etc., etc., etc. So keep that in mind, and we're going to look at this test, which says the goals are to have participants experience a culturally biased test to discover the racism inherent in standardized testing and to explore IQ as a form of cultural racism. But as we see, the original explanation for this test has nothing about that. There's nothing about standardized testing on this Wikipedia page description. Nothing at all. So why are we doing this? I don't know. I don't know why she's doing this. Let's see. The exercise is designed to show that there is a cultural bias in objective tests. This is not a black intelligent test. Rather, it was developed to show that standardized tests favor one group over another. That's not what this description says. That's not what this description says. We're totally different. Now, here's one thing. They're talking about standardized testings, and they say, number 4, you may want to use a real standardized test to demonstrate how cultural racism operates. Often participants do not believe these objective tests are culturally racist. Some specific examples are usually very convincing. Yeah, that would be very convincing, except, she doesn't provide any examples. You got to provide your own. Be that as it may, we're going to now flip over to the test. It's called the Dove Counterbalance Test here, and there are 30 questions. And here's how this is going to operate. I have the answer key over here to my left, or to my right, and I'm going to read the question. I'm going to count to 5 inside my head, and then I'm going to give you the answer, and you're going to check yourself and see if you got it right. Let's go. Here we go. Number 1. T-Bone Walker got famous for playing what? A, trombone, B, piano, C, T-flute, D, guitar, E, handbone. The answer is D, the guitar. Whom did Stagger Lee kill in the famous blues legend? A, his mother, B, Frankie, C, Johnny, D, his girlfriend, E, Billy. The answer is E, Billy. A gashead or dupe is a person who has A, a fast-moving car, B, a stable of lace, C, processed hair, D, a habit of stealing cars, E, a long jail record for arson. The answer is C, processed hair. Number 4, if a man is called a blood, then he is a fighter, a Mexican-American, black. D, hungry hemophile, E, Indian. The answer is C, he's black. 5, if you throw the dice and 7 is showing on top, what is facing down? A, 7, B, snake eyes, C, boxcars, D, little joes, E, 11. The answer is A, 7. Wait. Yeah, that's right. 7. Okay. 6. Jazz pianist Ahmed Jamal took an Arabic name after becoming really famous. Previously, he had some fame with what he called his slave name. What was his previous name? A, Willie Lee Jackson, B, Leroy Jones, C, Wilbur McDougall, D, Fritz Jones, or E, Andy Johnson. The answer to question 6 is D, Fritz Jones. 7. In CC Rider, what does the CC stand for? A, civil service. B, church council. C, country circuit preacher or an old-time rambler. D, country club. E, Cheating Charlie, the boxer Gunzel. The answer to question 7 is C, country circuit preacher. That's kind of an easy one if you knew it. All these are easy if you know them. Cheap chitlins. Question 8. Cheap chitlins, not the kind you purchase frozen at a frozen food counter, will taste rubbery unless they are cooked long enough. How soon can you quit cooking them to eat and enjoy them? A, 15 minutes. B, 8 hours. C, 24 hours. D, 1 week on a low flame. E, 1 hour. The answer is C, 24 hours. Number 9. Down home, the South today, for the average soul brother who is picking cotton in season from sun up to sundown, what is the average earning take home for one full day? Number 9. It's A, 75 cents, B, 65 cents, C, $3.50, D, $5, or E, $12. That answer is D, $5. So you can make $5 today picking cotton back in 1967. Very interesting fact there. 10. If a judge finds you guilty of holding weed in California, what is the most he can give you? A, indeterminate life. B, a nickel. C, a dime. D, a year in county. E, $100. The answer is C, a dime, which for you squares out there, for you white people, means 10 years. Number 11. Bird or Yardbird was the jacket that was the jacket that jazz lovers from coast to coast hung on, otherwise known as A, Lester Young, B, Peggy Lee, C, Benny Goodman, D, Charlie Parker, E, Birdman of Alcatraz. The answer is D, Charlie Parker, and all you jazzophiles out there should have gotten that. 12. A hype is a person who A, always says he feels sickly. B, has water on the brain. C, uses heroin. D, is always ripping and running. E, is always sick. The answer is C, uses heroin. Now, don't forget, hype is different from a hype man. So, not the same thing. 13. Hattie Mae Johnson is on the county. She has 4 children, and her husband is now in jail for non-support. Her welfare check is now $286 per month. Last night, she went out with the biggest player in town. If she got pregnant, then 9 months from now, how much more will her welfare check be? A, $30, B, $2, C, $35, D, $150, E, $100. The answer is C, $35. 14. Hully Gully came from A, East Oakland, B, Fillmore, C, Watts, D, Harlem, or E, the Motor City. The answer is E, the Motor City, which is Detroit. 15. What is Willie Mae's last name? A, Schwartz, B, Matauda, C, Gomez, D, Turner, E, O, Flaherty. The answer is D, Turner. The opposite, 16. The opposite of square is A, round, B, up, C, down, D, hip, E, lame. The answer is D, hip. The opposite of square is hip. Don't be a square, you square. 17. Do the Beatles have soul? A, yes, B, no, C, gee whiz, or maybe. The answer is no. They don't have soul. They don't even have rubber soul. 18. A handkerchief head is A, a cool cat, B, a porter, C, an Uncle Tom, D, a hottie, E, a preacher. The answer is C, an Uncle Tom. A handkerchief head is an Uncle Tom. All right. 19. What are the Dixie hummingbirds? A part of the KKK. B, a swamp disease. C, a modern gospel group. D, a Mississippi black paramilitary strike force. E, deacons. The answer is C, a modern gospel group. Now remember, modern This is 1967. So we are no longer in that time frame. 20. Jet is an East Oakland motorcycle club. B, one of the gangs in the West Side Story. C, a news and gossip magazine. D, a way of life for the very rich. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The answer is C, a news and gossip magazine. But a jet is also one of the gangs in West Side Story. But since this is a test, the Chitling test, and it is about black culture, you should have answered, the news and gossip magazine, Jet, which is where this survey, this quiz, was first published. Apparently, black people don't watch West Side Story, right? Only white people and Chicanos do, right? Tell it. 21. Tell it. A, like it think I am. B, baby. C, y'all. D, like it is. The answer is, of course, D. Tell it like it is. All right. 22. You've got to get up early in the morning if you want to A, catch the worms. B, be healthy, wealthy, and wise. C, try to fool me. D, fare well. E, be the first one on the street. 1, 2, 3, 4. The answer is D, farewell. 23. And Jesus said, walk together, children. A, don't you get weary. There's a great camp meeting. B, for we shall overcome. C, for the family that walks together talks together. D, by your patience you will win your souls. Luke 21:9. E, find the things that are above, not the things that are on earth. Colossians 3:3. The answer to 23 is A, don't you get weary. There's a great camp meeting. 24. Money don't get everything is true. A, but I don't have none and I'm so blue. B, but what it don't get, I can't use. C, so make with what you got. D, but I don't know that and neither do you. The answer, of course, is B, but what it don't get, I can't use. No. Hey, the Beatles covered that song. Maybe they actually do have soul. Maybe this test is wrong. Where are we going at? We're on 25. Bo Diddley. Is A, a camp for children. B, cheap wine. C, a singer. D, new dance. E, mojo call. The answer is, of course, singer, but he's also a guitarist as well, and a very innovative one. And if you didn't get that right, well, you're one of those opposite of hip, which is a square. 26. Which word is out of place here? A, a splib. B, Muslim. C, gray. D, spook. E, black. The answer is C, gray. Okay. 27. How much does a short dog cost? A, 15 cents. B, $2. C, 55 cents. D, 5 cents. E, 86 cents plus tax. The answer is C, 55 cents. 55 cents for a short dog. How much for a long dog? 28. A pimp is also a young man who does not have a job. A, yes. B, no. The answer is A, yes. 29. If a pimp is uptight with a woman who gets state aid, what does he mean when he talks about Mother's Day? A, second Sunday in May. B, third Sunday in June. C, first of every month. D, none of those. E, first and 15th of every month. The answer is C, first of every month. 30. Which one does not fit? Guess who's coming to dinner? Patrick Blue, all the young men. D, West Side Story. E, the defiant ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The answer is D. D, West Side Story. Another dig at West Side Story here. So, how did you do? Did you pass this test? Here is the answer key to the test. I wrote this down and have been reading from it over here. Here's the answer key. I wrote it down so I could just go to it without flipping back and forth. Now, I hope you passed the test. I hope you did good. If you didn't do good, I hope you realized, how racist you are. And I hope this book, this test, will help with your anti-racism training and journey. Once again, the book is White Awareness. White Awareness, and it is by Judy H. Katz. It is a handbook for anti-racism training. And check it out. If you can find a copy, I got mine from a used bookstore. The Dove Counterbalance Test, or the Chitling Test, that is, as it is also called, is available online. If you want to quiz your friends, give it a shot. Anyway, that's it for today.